Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Is anyone here with me? Am I the only one waiting for Santa right now? Santa baby. Where is Santa? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Just stopping in really quickly to you guys to give you some encouragement on this Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas or this December 25th, if you do not, it is an amazing, wonderful day. It is a holiday, so hopefully you have the day off. And I hope that you're enjoying it with somebody you like, whether that's family, friends, the TV. But what I don't want you to enjoy this day with is food. I do not want us to OD it with the food, you guys. When I was overweight, every single holiday meant binge fest and or overeating fest. I thought every single holiday meant overindulge, overindulge. That's why every single holiday I went in looking like this and I stayed looking like this every single year. I didn't realize on the holidays I would say, "Hey, who cares about a diet? Who cares about a healthy lifestyle? It is the holidays. You have to enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself." So I would enjoy myself, meaning overindulge, binge out, overeat, eat every single thing. Ooh, let me get a bite of that. Ooh, let me get a bite of that. Ooh, let me get a bite of that. Every single holiday. And then literally a week later, when the new year started, I would say, "Tony, that's it. That is it, Tony. You're going to get to your dream body." Every single year, I would say, I didn't realize it. We're not realizing it. On every holiday, we're saying, "Hey, it's the holiday, man. Back off. Back off. These are my days. I should be able to do what I want to eat." Yeah, yeah, busting you. I should be able to do what I want. But mind you, this is where we're coming to the holiday table looking like, feeling unconfident. I had low self esteem. I was probably pre diabetic, like 1 in 3 Americans. I was unhappy with myself. But every single holiday, I would go to that table and I would overindulge because it's the holidays. Hey man, it doesn't count on the holidays. But then a week later, literally a week later, when the new year began, I would say, "Man, this is my year. This is my year. I'm going to get to my dream body. This is my year." Wow, that's a turn of events. Where was that energy a week ago when I was overeating at Christmas? Give me the apple pie and then bring me a piece of sweet potato pie too. Bring me back both. After I've already eaten three dinners, three plates for dinners. Where was that energy at? A week ago on Christmas or a month ago on Thanksgiving, I was eating every single thing I could get my hands on. And then literally a week later, at the top of the new year, I would say, "Hey man, I gotta cool down. I gotta take a break. I'm gonna get to that dream body." And I want you to know that for 10 years, I never got to that dream body. For 10 years, because I kept going in that cycle right there. That overeating cycle towards that binging cycle. Oh, towards that starving cycle. Brianna, that's what I did. I want you to think about what your plans are today. Your plans today, yeah, the kids will open the gifts, you guys will have a great time, but your plans today are eating. They are eating. You're going to eat, 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 eat with no remorse. And then maybe tomorrow you'll finish it up. But then in a week, you'll say, "Hey, I give it up. I give it up. I'm going to do that detox. I'm going to do that cleanse. I'm going to do that fast to reset for the new year." I want you to know you're never going to get anywhere like that. I'm being honest. Good morning, Jojo. I miss you, Jojo. I hope you're doing well. I want you to be honest with yourself. Every single year you do the same thing. You do too much, then you try to scale it back. And let's talk about those decleanses or those detoxes that you're looking into right now. Thank you so much, Nikki. Thank you so much, Money. I want you to think about those detoxes and those cleanses and those fasts. They're not going to work. Let's talk about body fat. I've been in this cycle for 2 years. I'm down 5 pounds. Brianna finally out of the cycle and finally losing fat. Good morning, Greed. So I want to talk about detoxes and fasts because I know that's what you're planning on doing when the new year comes. I know because I've been there before. I know you said, "Ooh, I'm gonna start keto at the top of the year. I'm gonna do intermittent fast in January 1st. I'm gonna do Ozempic." Let's talk about those things because here you are right here, or you may be somewhere in between, right? You may also be here. The reality is 42% of Americans are obese, and 20% of those are morbidly obese, and 62% of all Black women are obese. So we're somewhere in here right now. 1 in 3 Americans will have prediabetes or diabetes type 2. That's the kind that you give yourself through your eating habits. So we're somewhere there. So what happens when you decide, "Oh, I'm going to do keto. I'm going to do keto. I'm going to do fasting"? Let's talk about how you got here in the first place. Let's talk about how you got here in the first place. How did we get big? I'm going to keep this message short because I know it's a holiday for most of us. And I know that we want to enjoy with our families, but I want to equip you with some good information before you get out there, before you overeat, before you feel bad about it, before you try to starve yourself to get out of it. Let's get some information down right now so we don't make those same mistakes. You definitely been in, you do a Daniel fast every year to reset your mindset. I already started going to the gym. Nikki, I'm proud of you, but that Daniel fast to reset your mindset hasn't resetted your mindset. If you're overweight, I know a lot of church people do Daniel fast. I'm very familiar with them. If you do a Daniel fast for the reasons that you're supposed to, not the new age Daniel fast, not the new age one. I'm talking about the reason why you're supposed to, because remember, Jesus fasted for 40 days, but it wasn't to become a skinny legend. It wasn't. He already was thin. He already had the little body. Okay, so it wasn't for that reason. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Nikki. If you're fasting for political, holistic, or religious reasons, very good. If you're fasting just to lose a couple pounds, very bad. Because every single year you lose those couple pounds because you starve yourself, because that's what fasting is when you do it for weight loss. It's just starving, and then you follow it up with a binge. So what does it even matter if you're doing it for weight loss? It doesn't matter because it's not sustainable. Yeah, I'm here every single day. So if you have questions, just let me know. Why does it take 2 weeks to receive orders? It doesn't. If you order a meal plan, you're supposed to download it immediately after ordering it. So it's within 2 minutes if you click the link that it's sent to you. But if you don't, it's okay. I'll resend it to you. That's the first thing you should focus on. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you, V. Garcia. I want you to learn how to have a healthy, sustainable relationship with food through portion control. I want you to create that relationship through your eating habits. If you're fighting, very good. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I appreciate you, Green. So let's go back to it. So how do we get there? How do you lose weight? By eating. By eating. You lose weight by eating, not by starving. Good morning, Vanessa. If you're losing weight by starving, you're never going to keep the weight off. So what is starving? When we decide to do our fast or our cleanse or our resets, we're literally just not eating during that time. And when you do not eat for weight loss, that is just starving. Think about it. You eat a lot normally. Think about what you're going to eat today, what you ate on Thanksgiving. You're a big eater. You overeat. If you're overweight, it's because you overeat. So if you, hey, MK, hello, my love. Good morning, Jack. So if you overeat, you will become overweight. There's no other way to do it. So there's a certain amount of calories that our body burns about every day. That number is around 2,000. 2,000 is that mid number. So at about 2,000 calories a day, if you eat 2,000 calories a day, for most people, you'll maintain your weight. But really, this is usually for men. For women, it's going to be a little bit lower because women don't burn as many calories. But let's say you're burning 2,000 calories a day. If you eat 2,000 calories a day, boom, 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 you're going to maintain your weight. Now, here's the problem. You go out to eat. I used to go to Red Robin. I used to get a burger. I used to get half a stack of onion rings, just like 3 or 4. And I used to get half a milkshake and split it with my sister. That was 5,000 calories. 5. So think about it like that. Okay, 2,000 calories. 2,000 calories is how much I'm supposed to eat. 5,000 is how much I would mistakenly eat when I went to Red Robin. That's how easy it is to overeat. But that's not just Red Robin. Shoot, I used to go to Chipotle and get a bowl of food. That bowl of food used to be 3,000 calories. So think of that like money. If I've only got $2,000 to spend, but I spent 3,000, I'm spending my money so wrong. That's overspending. That's overeating, eating more calories than my body can burn. So what a lot of us like to do to offset that eating, thank you so much, Bree. Thank you so much, P. Garcia. What a lot of us do, good morning, fun. What a lot of us do to offset that is we eat a lot and then it's making us gain weight. Because every 3,500 calories in a surplus is a pound of weight gain, 1 pound of weight gain every time you eat in a surplus of 3,500. So when I used to go, Merry Christmas, when I used to go to Red Robin, I used to eat in a surplus of 3,500. I used to gain a pound. Yeah, just from Red Robin, not everything else I ate that day, just that one meal. If I were to go to Cheesecake Factory, I would eat 10,000 calories. Bread and butter, appetizer, entree, desserts, 10,000 calories right there. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, JoJo. Yes, let's get those likes up to 5,000. It costs nothing to send a like. All you have to do is double tap your screen. It allows me to get to more For You pages. I would appreciate it if we could double tap those screens. Yeah. But you don't have to remove the rice, Nikki. So that is the problem that most of us have when it comes to starting to lose weight. What most of us say is, just cut carbs, just cut juices, just cut. Keto, fasting, all of those things are cutting things out of our life, which means it's not unsustainable. I love rice. I've been eating carbs since the beginning of time. Man has. And you also need carbs for energy. So if you cut carbs in order to lose weight, i.e., start keto, what happens? You'll be like 95% of people who cut carbs or do keto to lose weight. They gain it back. Did you hear me? 95%. I want you to honestly think about. I want you to think. What have you done to lose weight in the past before? You've probably cut carbs, you probably cut sugars, you probably cut hours of eating, you cut something to lose weight. Now, I want you to really, really, really be honest with yourself. Do you still have that weight loss that you got before? Like if you lost 10 pounds before, Paul, hey, Paul, if you lost 10 pounds before, are you still that weight when you lost 10 pounds or did you gain that weight back? Be honest with yourself. You don't have to be honest with me, but be honest with yourself. So I used to lose 5, 10 pounds all the time. But then I didn't realize I kept gaining it back. So at this point, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. If you lost weight but you gained it back, that don't count. I lost weight with keto, but I gained it all back. But I was still so stuck on keto that I would tell other people, oh girl, you should do keto. Keto work. Keto work. And if I thought about it, keto don't work because I did keto, I lost weight, and this is what I look like. This is the sad part. So I ended up losing weight on keto and I ended up looking flabby, saggy, excess skin. So the weight loss didn't even look good on me. And then on top of that, I ended up gaining the weight right back. So what was the point? If you lose weight only to gain it back, it don't count. Don't tell nobody about it. Don't tell nobody about it because that means it's unsustainable. Cutting carbs in order to lose weight, very unsustainable. So it's not a good idea to do that. Couscous, you can have couscous. So yes, it all is about portions, but not just, oh, eat half a portion when you go to a restaurant. I don't want you to eat a smaller portion in theory. I want you to actually eat less. I want you to know how many calories your body burns. If you use the calculator in the link in the bio and enter your height, your weight, your age, your activity level, it'll tell you how many calories you should be eating every single day in order to lose 1 pound a week. Get a plan based on that number. That's how many calories you should be eating. And get a plan based on this number. Use the discount code 40 now for a meal plan because that meal plan will say, hey, with meal 1, eat 4 ounces of rice. It's not going to say eat a handful of rice, eat half the amount of rice you normally eat. No. No guesswork. I want you to be accurate. I want you to actually lose fat and build muscle. I want you to get to your goals instead of thinking you're going to get there. I want you to know if you eat the amount of calories your body can burn every single day, absolutely you will lose weight. This is not a question. This is a fact. So you will lose weight. However, most people say, oh, what I'll do is I'll just start eating half the portion sizes I normally eat. So if I go to Red Robin, I'll just split my burger in half. I would go to Red Robin to eat 5,000 calories. So even if I split my meal in half and ate half of what I ate, that would be 2,500 calories. Still too damn much. And that doesn't include everything else I'm eating that day. So I still wouldn't lose weight. Have you ever said, oh, I'm eating less than I ever have. However, I'm eating less, but I haven't lost any weight. Correct. You're eating less, but you're still not in a calorie deficit. So it doesn't matter that you're eating less. It only matters if you're actually eating in a deficit. Yeah. How long does the package get to people? If you order a meal plan, it's an automatic download. When you order a meal plan as a PDF, it's an automatic download. You should automatically download it once you order it. It'll be a button that says download this, download here, download me, like this. If you didn't do that, that's okay. Just send me an email and I'll resend it out to you. When you go to the gym and do exercises daily, do they affect your growth? If you go to the gym and you focus on building muscle, that'll affect your growth. If you go to the gym daily and do anything or everything, then no, it won't affect your growth. You have to actually have a plan in the gym, and the 90-day meal plan is a plan. Cook your own food. Yep, you got to cook your own food. Your trouble is creamy, sweet coffees. Yes, most of us are addicted to the sugars and the dairies, especially in the coffee. Do the 2-week anti-inflammatory meal plan. It's a meal plan to help you get rid of your inflammation. That's for, what's wrong with inflammation? Bloating. And where is inflammation coming from? Inflammation is coming from the sugars and the dairy. Cystic acne, chronic inflammation, bloating, chronic yeast infections from the dairies and the sugar, from the coffees. So get a 2-week anti-inflammatory meal plan to help you get rid of those dairy cravings and the sugars. Your problem was I ate the same thing. Yeah, if you eat the same thing, let's say if someone says, oh, I eat chicken and rice every single day to lose weight. You don't see the bio, go to FindFitSisters.com, FindFitSisters.com. Let's say if someone says, I eat chicken and rice every single day and I lost weight. Of course, you ate the same thing in a calorie deficit every single day. But what happens if you don't know how to eat beef or pork or potatoes? My meal plan teaches you just how to eat anything that you normally eat. Just eat less of it. A calorie deficit. I'm going to explain a calorie deficit. This is really important to know. Your body can be in one of three states. One of three states. One of three states. This is not something to purchase at the store. This isn't something to purchase at the store. But your body is either in a calorie surplus, at calorie maintenance, or in a calorie deficit. This is just a state your body is in post eating. Okay, so there's a certain amount of calories that our body burns every single day. A lot of people refer to it as their metabolism. Metabolism. You've said it before. My metabolism is slow. Usually when we're overweight, we say that. Or sometimes when you're younger, you used to say, oh, my metabolism used to be so fast when I was younger. I couldn't gain weight any way I tried when I was younger. My metabolism was fast. My metabolism is slow. Normally, that's what we say. And as we get older, we start saying that a lot. And the more we say it, the more we believe it. But I'm here to tell you, none of that is true. Your metabolism is neither slow nor fast. It's just a number. And your metabolism is your metabolic rate. Doesn't that sound similar? So you call it your metabolism, but it's actually your metabolic, right? All the same words, all the same words, all the same words. The only thing that's changed is the end, and that's your metabolic rate. Your metabolic rate is the amount of calories that your body burns every single day. And let me tell you this. From age 20 to 60, your metabolic rate or your metabolism is the same. It's the same. Nothing really changes from age 20 to 60, age 20 to 60, men and women, age 20, from when you're young to 60. Nothing really changes with the metabolic rate or metabolism. So I know you said, man, when I was young, my metabolism was so fast. And when now I'm old, my metabolism is so slow. That's not true. It's just a number. Your metabolism is simply a number. And for 4 decades, it really doesn't change. So your metabolic rate or your metabolism is a number. And if you're a woman, your number is probably low. If you're a man, your number is equally low, but women's are usually lower than men because how much muscle do you have? How much muscle do you have? This is a good indicator of what your metabolic rate is. So let's say if you want to know what your metabolic rate is, click my username, take it to my TikTok account, enter your height, your weight, your age, your activity level. It'll tell you right now how many calories you should be eating every single day to lose 1 pound a week. That's going to be that metabolic number. So that's just your metabolism, how many calories you should be eating. And you'll be surprised to know you should be eating a small amount of calories. This is surprising for most people. Most people think this number is unfair, but I'm telling you, this is just the number that your body is burning. So if you were to look at the back of a bag of chips or a cereal bowl or whatever, if you look at the back, or if you go to McDonald's or Waffle House or wherever you go eat today, if you eat outside your home, you'll notice every single restaurant has the amount of calories that's in each meal that they serve you. And then at the bottom of that menu, it'll say based on a 2,000 calorie diet to maintain your weight. Huh? Yes. On the back of every single thing you pick up today, turn it to the back. Turn it to the back. And bottom. So if you go to Cheesecake Factory right now, when you can, it's Christmas. But if you go right now and you go get a slice of cheesecake from the to go and you say, oh, I'll have a snickerdoodle cheesecake. If you look at the menu, it'll say, hey, ma'am, a snickerdoodle cheesecake is about 1,660 calories. And you'll say, I don't know what that number means, so I really don't care. But then if you look further down at the same page, it'll say in very tiny letters, based on a 2,000 calorie diet to maintain your weight. Shh, shh, shh. We don't want her to know that, so we put it in small letters. What do they not want you to know? They don't want you to know that that one slice of cheesecake is almost 1,700 calories. But really, if you are a man, now if you're a woman, this number is lower, but if you're a man, you're only supposed to be eating around 2,000 calories a day. You're only supposed to be eating around 2,000 calories a day. So think of it like money. Think of it like money. See, you're a sensible adult. You know, if I have $2,000, I should only spend $2,000. I shouldn't be spending no more than that. But you're American, so you spend a lot more than that. 42% of Americans are obese, which means they overeat. And most Americans don't have $1,000 in case of emergency. I want you to think about how much money you spent on this Christmas holiday. Did you spend how much money you had, or did you pull out your credit card and overspend like most Americans? Did you spend something you do not have? Sounds like your eating habits. You're eating calories you do not have. That's how you're overweight, and that's how you have no money. Most Americans don't have $1,000 in their bank account in case of emergency. And most Americans are obese. 42% of us are obese. The correlation between overeating and overspending, insane. I don't mean to bust our bubbles here on Christmas, but I want us to start thinking about how much better our life will be next Christmas when we actually learn how to eat in our budget and spend in our budget. Very good. Very good. You did not spend. So I want you to really think about it. There's a certain amount of calories that you should be eating every single day in order to get to your goals. This is your budget. If you click the username, it'll tell you what your budget is. It'll tell you your budget 1,500, which means why in the hell are you going to Cheesecake Factory and getting one slice of cheesecake for 1,700 calories? And that was just the dessert. That doesn't include what you had for your appetizer, for your entree, for your drinks, for your bread and butter. You ate 10,000 calories at Cheesecake Factory, but only you're supposed to eat around 2,000. Wow. Optimistic. It'll be better next year, but we got to be honest with ourselves a little bit this year. If we want to make it better next year, we got to have a little bit of honesty, Tina, this year. Tina's been on the meal plan. Tina now has a healthy relationship with food through portion control. So Tina's on the other side of this. But even when I'm on the other side of this. But when I first started my journey, I had to be honest. Girl, you eat too much and you spend too much. I used to spend over $1,000 a month on food and I had no money. At the end of each month, I would be trying to figure out how to get enough money to get a 4 for $4 from Wendy's. Because at the beginning of each month, I had a lot of money because my check came in. So I would go sit down at restaurants. But by the end of each and every single month, I was dead broke again. And I didn't really understand how because I had a good job. It's because I spent all my damn money on food. So your metabolic rate, I'm going to go back to what a calorie deficit is, but it all originates from this number. Your metabolism or metabolic rate. That's how many calories your body burns. So if you use a calculator, it'll tell you, hey, your body's burning about 1,500 calories a day. And honestly, for most women who come to my plan, hello, how do you get, okay, very good. For most women who get to my plan, what they notice is their number is 1,300, 1,400, 1,500. They're not burning any calories, but they're eating them. You're eating more calories than you burn. That's absolutely like spending more dollars than you have. Do you understand that correlation? Overweight because you overeat. So nothing changes with the metabolism or the metabolic rate from ages 20 to 60. There's really no changes here. But what does change from age 20 to 60? How much you move your body. At 20, you're thotting and bopping, you're ripping and running, you're all over the place. You have a job that keeps you on your feet. You have a lifestyle that keeps you outside. You're really, really, really active at 20. And the older we get, the slower we get. So at 60, you have a good job. You sit down the whole day. You may even be retired. So that's what's going on with your weight. Metabolism, nothing is changing. Activity level, it is going down the dumps. Now, what else happens? When you're 20, you don't eat that much because you don't have that much money. Even though you always ate a lot of junk food, you've always eaten a lot of junk food. You only had time for a bag of chips, maybe some soda, and you were ripping and running on to the next thing. Now, the older we get, we still love that same junk food. We still love the coffee. But at 20, you can afford Starbucks coffee 3 times a day. Closer to 60, you can. The more money you have, the more money you spend on food. So nothing is going on with the metabolism. It is the activity level that is in the dumps, and it is the food that is in the sky. So what is calorie deficit? Calorie deficit means there's a certain amount of calories that your body burns every single day. That is your metabolic rate or your metabolism. That is also the amount of calories that you should be eating every single day in order to maintain your weight. If you don't do any activity, you should be eating how many calories your body is burning. So if you want to maintain your weight, all you need to do is say, hey, how many calories is my body burning naturally? About 1,500 every day. Okay, cool. I don't do any activity, so I'm going to eat about 1,500 calories a day. That is calorie maintenance. Maintenance. Your body is in three different spaces. You could either be eating at maintenance. So maintaining your weight. Maintenance, which means if your metabolism is about 1,500, you'll eat about 1,500 calories every single day to maintain your weight. You could be eating in a deficit. So a deficit, down means you need to eat less calories than your body burns. That's the easiest way to get into a calorie deficit, simply eating less calories. So maybe 1,300. If you eat less calories than your body burns, then you begin to burn fat. But if you eat a lot less calories than your body burns, you begin to burn muscle. So it's only a small deficit you want to be in. Now, what about surplus? Surplus. You go to the surplus super center, that's where they sell extra stuff. So to be in a surplus means this is how many calories you should eat to gain weight. This is how small these numbers are. I don't want you to think, hey man, my calorie maintenance is 8,000 calories. Impossible. Even if you were The Rock, he is huge. I'll talk about carbs. The Rock is huge. Even The Rock doesn't eat 8,000 calories a day. So think about that. It's not like your numbers are way off from this. If you use the calculator, your numbers are going to be right in line with this. They're going to be in that 2000 area. So if you eat more calories than you burn, you're in a surplus, you're gaining weight. If you eat less calories than your body burns, or if you burn more calories than you consume, you're in a deficit, you're losing weight. If you eat the exact same amount of calories that your body burns, boom. So make this equivalent to if you eat more calories than you burn, you're in a surplus, you're overspending, you're in debt. If you eat the amount of calories that your body needs to maintain, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. That's just like having you spending what you make it, spending what you make, spending what you make. Or if you eat less calories than your body burns, you're actually saving money. So think about your real life outside of food. Think about your real life outside of food. Are you saving money, or are you spending every single dollar you get, living check to check, or are you overspending and you're in debt? Now, these two aren't really that good if you're on a weight loss journey. If you're on a weight loss journey, you just need to be saving. But think about it. Are you check to check right now, which means maintaining? Thank you, JoJo. Or are you in debt? Are you overspending? Or are you like JoJo, down 20 plus pounds of fat? Which means she's saving her life, saving her body, saving her self-esteem, saving her confidence, saving. So what does this mean when it comes to calories or different diets? What a lot of people think is that low carb is the way to go, or keto is the way to go, or fasting is the way to go, or juicing is the way to go. All of that is nothing. All of that is a lie. It was all a lie. None of that is anything except calories. None of it. Please don't lose me right here. This is really important because we're getting to the top of the year, which means you're going to start feeling guilty about how much weight you put on this year, which means you're going to create New Year's resolutions that you won't even stick to because you've never been able to stick to them. Be honest with yourself. Every single year you say you're going to do it. Every single year you fail because every single year you do not go in equipped with this information. I'm here on Christmas Day only to break this down for you, because I know what's coming next. Because for 10 years, this is exactly what happened to me. For 10 years, I ate too damn much. And at the top of each year, I said I was going to do it differently, but I had no information to actually do it correctly. I know you're going to say, oh, I'll just go get weight loss surgery. I'll just do Ozempic. I'll just do Mounjaro. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. You need to understand the actual science behind weight loss in layman's terms. So let's start. The science of weight loss in layman's terms is you eat too much. You eat too much. You eat too much. Now, what that means also is you eat in a calorie surplus, or you overspend. You spend more calories than you eat more calories than your body burns, or you spend more money than you want. So if you decide to do, people think keto, intermittent fasting, Ozempic, whatever it is, whatever extreme diet you plan on doing in the next few weeks, what's going to happen? You're going to lose weight rapidly, because all those diets say, what I want you to do is I want you to stay in this calorie range. I don't want you to do anything extreme. But when you decide to do Ozempic, Mounjaro, weight loss surgery, fasting, whatever, all you do is say, hey man, I'm eating 5,000 calories a day, because that's how much you're eating. You're eating way too damn much. But really, I'm supposed to be eating around 2,000 calories a day. If you use a calculator and the link in the bio, you're supposed to be eating around 2,000. So you're supposed to be eating around 2,000, but to gain weight, to get this big, or have double chin, or have belly fat, that means you're eating too damn much. Every 3,500 calories in a surplus is a pound of weight gain. So that's how you got there, by eating too much. So to offset it, let me guess, you plan on doing an extreme diet in another week or two. You're wasting your time. That extreme diet is going to restrict your calories so much. If you get lap band surgery, it restricts your calories to 300 to 600 a day. If you get Ozempic or Mounjaro, it just suppresses your appetite. So you go from eating too damn much to too damn little. 500 calories a day. Too damn much to too damn little. Don't you see the extremes in your measures? This is extreme. This is too damn much. But also this is extreme. This is too damn little. What happens when you lose weight rapidly? You lose muscle, because weight loss is a combination of losing fat and muscle. You're going to lose muscle. You're going to look like shit. There's not a question about it. It's a fact. So are your goals to look good and have better health? Yes. Is your goals to lose weight rapidly and not like the way your body looks? No. So do not do the shit way of doing it. Don't go from one extreme to the other, because also what happens when you go from one extreme to the other? You're in a constant cycle of binging and starving. So to get to your big weight, you actually had to be overeating. Now, to get to your tiny weight, that the scale is lower, but now your body is flabby or saggy or has excess skin, you've had to starve yourself. You don't see this cycle that you're always in? You get on a diet, you starve. You get off the diet, you binge. You starve, you binge. You starve, you binge. You starve, you binge. You're in a constant cycle, constant rotation. You don't see it. That's why you haven't lost any fat. That's why you haven't changed your life. You have to change your life. So, what do I want you to do? I want you to eat that middle number. I want you to eat how many calories, the maximum amount of calories your body can burn. This is the number that changes your life. This is the number. This is the number. This is the number that changes your life. This is the number. This is the number. This is the number. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I love Beetlejuice. Do you guys remember that movie? Hold on one second, you guys. I apologize. And we'll talk about how keto, fasting, juicing, blah, 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 all factors into the only way to lose weight. No, that's good if you're morbidly obese. That's good. 22 pounds. That's good. Alrighty, so this is one extreme to the other, but also even if you're morbidly obese, you want to focus on maintaining muscle. One extreme to the other, one extreme to the other, because remember, this number is your metabolism or your metabolic rate. So what happens when you start the Ozempic, you start the Mounjaro, you start the extreme diet? What happens is you lose muscle, and what happens when you lose muscle? You lower your metabolism or your metabolic rate. People don't realize that once you said it before, oh man, I lost weight, but now the weight is creeping back on me and I don't even eat half as much as I used to eat. People with weight loss surgery often say this, right? Because when you do weight loss surgery, before weight loss surgery, you eating too damn much. That's how you even qualify for it. You eat too much. And then post weight loss surgery, you're restricted in the amount of calories your body can consume. All right, so you eating too damn little. So you're losing muscle during this process. That's how you look flabby, saggy, excess skin, whatever. All right. So what happens as you lose muscle? As you lose muscle, you lower your metabolic rate or the amount of calories your body can burn. So even weight loss surgery or Ozempic, Mounjaro, they're the same thing. They restrict calories. What happens is now your metabolic rate is lower. Maybe your metabolic rate is 1400 now, or your metabolism has lowered. So when you begin to be able to eat more post weight loss surgery, post Mounjaro, weightlifting, very good. Post whatever. When you begin to eat more calories, consume more, now you'll notice, damn, I don't eat half as much as I used to eat, but now I'm gaining weight. Correct. Because your threshold is lower. Your threshold used to be 2,000 calories a day. Now your threshold is 1,400. So now when you start exceeding 1,400, boom, you start gaining weight. Versus before, it took 2,000 calories for you to exceed to gain weight. So that's how it's harder. So what does this mean when it comes to low carb, no carb, keto, fasting, juicing, Ozempic? What we must realize, especially as people who are overweight, send me an email or a DM. Send me an email or a DM. Just DM me, Moni. What we must realize, especially when we're overweight, is it's all about the calories. Every 1 gram of protein, every 1 gram of fat, every 1 gram of carb, all equal a certain amount of calories. 4 calories, 9 calories, 4 calories. So if you're supposed to be eating about 2,000 calories a day, it doesn't matter where you get those 2,000 calories a day. If you use the calculator right now and it tells you, hey, to lose 1 pound a week, you need to eat about 1,600 calories a day. Eat 1,600 calories a day. It don't matter where you get them 1,600 calories from. It doesn't matter. You could eat nothing but muffins. I showed you guys yesterday. Otis Spunkenmeyer muffin is about this big. You can eat 3.5 Otis Spunkenmeyer muffins. You will lose weight. But that's all you can eat because those 3 Otis Spunkenmeyer muffins are going to be about 1,600 calories. It doesn't matter if it's from a carb. Those are all carbs. It doesn't matter. But if you eat the amount of calories you're supposed to be eating, you will lose weight. So a lot of people think, oh, keto works, fasting works, juicing works, Ozempic works. None of those work. It's just about being in a calorie deficit. When you do keto, you used to eat maybe 5,000 calories a day. When I went to Red Robin and I would eat burger, Southern Charm burger, half a stack of onion rings, and milkshake, that would be 5,000 calories a day. When I started doing keto, I still went to Red Robin, except I went and got the lettuce bun. I got lettuce on my burger instead of buns. So that pushes out 300-400 calories right there. I no longer need the bread anymore. And then instead of getting onion rings, which were thousands of calories, I got Thank you, Paul. I got what do you call it? Broccoli. Okay, so instead of thousands of calories and onion rings and sauces, I'm eating broccoli, which is like 100 calories. All I did was lessen my calories, and that's it. That's all it is. So Ozempic doesn't work. It just restricts the amount of calories your body is eating, how many calories you want to consume, because it restricts, suppresses your appetite. It doesn't work. It just pushes you into a calorie deficit. There is only one way to lose weight. Only. You can Google it right now. There's only one way to lose weight. That one way to lose weight is to be in a calorie deficit. Calorie deficit. D. But there are 3 ways to get into a calorie deficit. The first way is eat less. So when you think, oh, my cousin did keto worked for her. Keto was a calorie deficit for her because she ate less calories. It has nothing to do with ketosis. It has nothing to do with this shit. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. You went from eating a burger to eating a lettuce wrap. That's less calories. That's it. All right. No. My cousin, she did Ozempic. Okay. Ozempic restricts how many calories you consume. She ate less. She don't eat nothing on Ozempic now. And it's temporary. So what's the, oh, no. I did intermittent fasting. I lost weight with intermittent fasting. Again, another nothing. Intermittent fasting, you used to eat breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. Now you don't eat till 2 o'clock in the day. So you don't eat breakfast, you don't eat snacks, you don't eat lunch, you don't eat shit. You eat less. You used to eat this much, now you eat this much. That's all that matters. Eating less is the first way to get into a calorie deficit. It don't matter how you get there. Now, what's the problem with Ozempic, Mounjaro, keto, juicing? 95% of people who do these diets gain the weight back. Why? Because they cut something that they actually do every single day in order to lose weight. If you eat carbs every day, then all of a sudden you decide you want to do keto, and then you stop eating carbs, of course you're going to lose weight. You stop eating carbs. But you love carbs, dummy. So you're going to go back to carbs. 95% of people who do it go back to carbs. That's why everybody who do damn keto lose the same 40, 50 pounds and then gain it right back. I'm going to do intermittent fasting. How long are you going to do intermittent fasting for? How long? The next 12 years? No, just until I lose weight. Okay, so you're going to do intermittent fasting for the next 3 months. You're going to lose weight, obviously, because you stopped eating so many meals. Then you're going to stop intermittent fasting, like 95% of people who do it. Then you're going to gain the weight back. So what was the point of doing it? Don't ever do something that you cannot do forever, because whatever you do to lose weight, you have to do the same thing to keep it off. If to lose weight, you decide, I'm just going to drink juice. I'm going to do a juicing cleanse for 2 weeks. That's stupid as hell. You're going to juice for 2 weeks. Of course, you're going to lose weight because you used to eat this many calories a day. Now you just juice. So you eat this many calories a day. You ain't eating nothing. All right. So how you going to keep the weight loss off? You aren't, because in 2 weeks you get off your juice cleanse, which means you're going back to eating, which means you're going back to binging, which means you're going back up in your weight. You didn't do nothing. You have to create sustainability. So what's the second way to get into a calorie deficit? Move more. The first way, eat less. The second way, move more. Oh, my cousin, she started running and she lost weight quick. Yeah, she started moving her ass. She used to stay on the couch all day. Now she actually gets up. She's more active. Okay. How long is she going to stay active? How long? She plan on being a runner for the next 12 years of her life? No. 12 years a runner? No. She's going to run for the next 2-3 months until her damn knees hurt. Then she's going to stop running. She's going to get an injury. She's going to be back on the couch. And guess what? The weight will be back up. Whatever you do to lose weight, you have to do the same thing to keep it off. So do not do something that you can't do forever. If you can't do it forever, don't even do it a little bit, because all you're going to do is gain the weight back. It's so senseless. What is the third and final way to get into a calorie deficit? Eat less and work out more. You thought I was going to say fat burners? What the fuck is a fat burner for? A fat burner increases your heart rate. And it's only for people who are extremely lean to lose a little bit of fat. A fat burner ain't going to help you lose no weight. You're too big. A fat burner is for people who actually are in an extreme calorie deficit and they do extreme amounts of cardio. And on top of that, they want to increase their heart rate, which is so dangerous. There's no secret pill. There's only 3 ways to lose weight in a calorie deficit. And calorie deficit is the only way to lose weight. Eat less, move more, eat less and move more. There's no other way. Oh no, my friend did HGC and she did, yeah, correct. She was in a forced calorie deficit and she started to move her body more. She did a combination of both. That's all it is. So what do I want you to do that's so different than these? Really nothing. What I want you to do is focus on building muscle. If I can't get you to just focus on building muscle, what does that do? That increases the amount of calories your body can burn. So your body is burning like, let's say 2,000 calories a day, which really isn't enough for an American diet. I want you to think about how much food you eat in a day. If you go to Chipotle right now and get the bowl, I used to eat that's 3,000 calories of food. So if your body is burning 2,000 calories a day, that's not that much when you start talking about going out to eat. And all of us go out to eat too damn much and we don't move our body enough. So what my plan is just to get you to increase how much muscle you got. That's it. That's all it is. Won't that make me get big? No. If you just focus on building muscle, you will burn fat as a result of that. If you just focus on building muscle, you will burn fat as a result of that. So let's talk about people who don't build muscle. Let's say you're here right now, where I used to be, and you decide to do keto. No problem. You'll look like this. No problem. If you just focus on weight loss, you're going to lose a combination of fat and muscle. You're going to look deflated. You're going to look like a busted balloon. However, if you look like this, okay, fine. But you focus on building muscle. Then here we are. Focusing on building muscle actually helps shrink you because you lose fat, but you maintain and build muscle. Maintaining and build muscle is all I want you to do. That's all I want you to do because I want you to think about your body not as how big it is, but how much muscle it has. So let's say you're 200 pounds. Let's say you're 200 pounds. A lot of people say, oh my God, I'm 200 pounds. I need to get to 150. I need to get to 140, some irrational number. If you're 200 pounds and you get a DEXA scan, DEXA, a DEXA scan will tell you how fat you are. It'll tell you how much body fat you're made of. This is body fat. This is 5 pounds of body fat. This is 5 pounds of muscle. A DEXA scan will tell you how fat you are. Get yourself that for Christmas. I know you got some bullshit for yourself for Christmas, but I want you to get you some information for Christmas. If you get a DEXA scan, which is an X-ray, it'll say, "Hey, girl, you're 200 pounds." But here's the good part: you're about 130 pounds of muscle and 60 pounds of fat. Yeah. Okay. So the other 10 pounds is miscellaneous bones, brain, blood. But majority of your body is either muscle or fat, muscle or fat, muscle or fat. And most of us are more muscle than fat. This is the number that we focus on here. This is not a weight loss channel. It's just a muscle retention channel. All I talk about is maintaining muscle. That's all I care about. That's all I care about because I want you to think about it. Your goal weight was to get to 135. I'm 200, but I want to get to 135. Why? Do you even have a reason why? Let's look at what you look like if you get to 135. So you're 200, bet. Your goal is to get to 135. Okay. Well, to get to 135, you're going to have to cut into your lean muscle mass. So here you go. Here's 135 on you. Hope you like the way it looks. It never gave. It never gave. You don't have a goal weight. Instead, what you should do is get a DEXA scan, DEXA, Google it, find it somewhere in your area. I don't know where you can get it from. You just got to Google it. You just got to Google it. And then there'll be $100, $150. Yep, it's going to cost you. Good. It's great information to know. Before you start your weight loss journey, you should know how fat you are. You should know how much muscle you are. Because this is the number that we rely heavily on. This is the only number I care about. I don't care how much fat you have. It's irrelevant. I don't care. I only care about how much muscle you have. Because me, I have about 140 pounds of muscle. I'm 160 pounds, but I'm 140 pounds of muscle and about 50 pounds of fat. I'm 140 pounds of muscle. That is the only thing that matters. Yeah. Eat the protein, boo. This is all that matters. This is the number that matters. You think this number matters. This number don't matter. It don't matter. This number matters. So you at 200 pounds say, oh, my goal weight is to get to 135 because when I was younger, 135 used to look so good on me. Oh my God. Now what happens as you gain weight? So when you were younger, you were 135, but as you've gotten older, you put on a lot of pounds. When you put on pounds of weight, you put on pounds of fat and pounds of muscle. So you just want to like get back down to your like little girl weight. That little girl weight won't look good on you. You won't look like a little girl no more. You're going to look like a sloppy older woman. This is just a fact. Because you want to cut muscle to get there. You've been gaining weight progressively over the years. But when you gain weight, you gain muscle and fat. You gain muscle and fat, which is good. It's actually very good that you've been gaining muscle and fat. Because when you get your DEXA scan, let's say if it says you're 130 pounds of muscle and about 60 pounds of fat. That's amazing. In your first year, you could put on like 20, 25 pounds of muscle. I only want you to put on muscle. That's all I care about here. If you have no interest in putting on muscle, you should just leave. Just leave. It's not for you. If you have no interest in putting on muscle, this is not for you. Now, when I say putting on muscle, I don't mean looking like this. I don't mean turning into this. No, this is impossible. This is only for the top 1% of athletes, professional bodybuilders. This is like thinking you're going to turn into LeBron James if you pick up a basketball. This is impossible for you. You'll never look like this. So don't think that I want you to. It'd be impossible for you to look like this. You'll never look like that. What I want you to do is look like this. I just want you to have nice curves. I want you to have a nice body. I want you to have about a 20% body fat percentage. I want you to be healthy. So when I say put on muscle, I don't mean turn into a big muscle bound She-Hulk. I literally mean just look good. That's all I want you to do. Look good. So when you see how much muscle you are, it'll be our goal to get you 20 to 25 pounds of muscle in your first year as a beginner. So maybe for a person this big, maybe just 15 pounds of muscle. You never know how much muscle you can put on a year. Me, I'm only going to put on 10 to 15 pounds of muscle because as you get deeper into your process, you can't put on that much muscle a year. But for a beginner, you can put on 20 to 25 pounds of muscle. So let's say this person can put on 15 pounds of muscle. So 130 plus 15 pounds of muscle off top, you 145 pounds off top. Off top. Remember when you said you wanted to get to 135? Dumb. Don't never do that. Don't never do that. The bare minimum that you should ever consider being is how much muscle you currently are, plus a couple pounds of muscle you'll put on over the year, and that's 130, 145. However, you have to have a certain body fat percentage to be healthy. This is about a 20% body fat percentage. Okay, so now we got you at the 20% body fat percentage, so you can be healthy. You can be leaner to that if you want to see muscle definition, like if you want abs and stuff like that. But if you just want to be healthy, like have a good shape, 20% is where you want to be at. So if you need 20% body fat percentage, that's going to put you at about, add 30 pounds to this. Actually, your goal is 175. So 200 to 175. But that means you got to increase how much muscle you have and lose just some body fat. That is your goal. What happens with your metabolism through all of this? What happens to your metabolism through all of this? This goddamn science experiment we're doing. But science, this is science, science-based weight loss and fat muscle building. This, if you eat a certain amount of food, certain amount of protein, if you do 3 days of progressive overload workout, you will absolutely get here. That's just how easy it is to gain weight or lose weight with science. It's just about numbers. It's all a numbers game. That's it. You trick the system now. That's it. You tricked it. So what happens with your metabolism? When you're 200 pounds, let's say your metabolism or your metabolic rate is about 2,000. So at 200 pounds, your metabolic rate is about 2,000, meaning if you eat 2,000 calories every single day, you will not gain weight or lose weight. You'll just maintain your weight. So if you were to do keto, fasting, juicing, Mounjaro, Ozempic, whatever, lap band, what it'll do is it'll restrict the amount of calories your body can eat. So you'll actually eat, 500 calories? So you'll go from 2,000 to 500. Yikes. What happens when you drop calories like that? What happens? You lose muscle. What happens when you lose muscle? Your metabolic rate that used to be 2,000 calories, your metabolic rate, meaning if you ate 2,000 calories, you'll maintain your weight. If you eat more than that, that's when you start to gain weight. So after you've done your lap band, you've lost weight and muscle drastically. You look like this. Okay. What also happens? Your metabolic rate drops. So now your threshold for eating is lowered. Now, after 1,400 calories, you start to gain weight. Before it took 2,000. Now it takes 1,400. You want to be American Gladiator? Yes. Oh, I love that. No, you can go do it again. You can do it again. So now your threshold. So that's how it's easier to gain weight after weight loss. People don't realize you've lowered your threshold. So what happens if you actually build muscle? When you go from 130 pounds of muscle to 145 pounds of muscle and you lose body fat at the same time? This number, that 2,000 number, actually goes up. Your threshold goes up to 2,600. I'm just using numbers, you guys. Meaning, before, if you ate over 2,000 calories, you would gain weight. Now, it'll take 2,600 calories for you to gain weight. That is what this plan is about. It's about increasing your threshold while lowering your body fat percentage. That's it. It sounds difficult. It's really not. Hey, Miss Sowers. 5 years out, 555 pounds, 170 my lowest. I've gained up to 180. You eat healthy, Yvonne, and get a sample meal plan, link in the bio. Thank you, Jack. Build muscle to increase metabolic rate. The more you can eat before weight gain. Cassie just said it. That's exactly what I said. So if you increase your metabolic rate by increasing how much muscle you have, you'll increase your threshold before you begin to gain weight. So if you've seen like your boyfriend or your husband, he gets to eat a lot of food and he seems to never gain weight. What is that about? But if you eat a cookie, boom, you blow up. For one, it's not that simple. You're eating more than a cookie. Calm down. But for two, men genetically have more muscle than women. And men often go to the gym and know how to work out to build muscle. They do push ups, they do pull ups, they do just regular man stuff, whatever. So he has more muscle than you off top. He builds more muscle than you in the gym. You usually do cardio, you do Pilates, you do bullshit, you do Zumba. You don't build no muscle. So you're lowering your metabolic rate, whereas he has a higher metabolic rate because he has more muscle and he's building more muscle. So he increases his metabolic rate. So what can you do as a woman? Get in the goddamn gym and put some muscle on. Put some muscle on. You bike for 5 miles a day, never felt better. Very good. Now go build some muscle. Thank you so much, Oh hey. You stress eat. Yes. You love how my little thing is tatted. Yeah, I put so it's like my little AK-47 tattoo. I put the little model to have a fine fit tattoo on the shoulder. I thought that was funny. How much do you know how much you burn? Click the link in the bio, enter your height, weight, age, and activity level. It'll tell you how many calories you should eat every day to lose 1 pound a week. Get a plan based on that. Hey Thashara, what do you do after a binge? Most people after binge just starve themselves. They're constantly binging and starving. You're constantly like not eating because you feel bad for how much you just ate. And then after you don't eat for so while, then you're going to go back to binging. It's a nasty, nasty, nasty cycle. It's an eating disorder. It's not okay. Thank you so much, Zara. Oh, yeah, girl, this is a wig I put underneath this house. Yeah, hey, soldier. Yeah, this is the main account. Thank you so much, Kitty. Merry Christmas, Chanel. Chanel just lost 10 pounds on the sample meal plan doing the 2-week anti-inflammatory detox. So proud of you, Chanel. Yeah, Ozempic is for people with diabetes, but now people are finding ways to get it without having diabetes. It's a temporary solution. So with Ozempic, you're going to restrict how many calories you eat. The side effects are terrible. The weight loss looks bad. And on top of that, you have to get off the drugs in a couple months. So you're going to gain the weight back. It's very pointless. I just hate it. I hate it. Ghetto, you don't need it. Yeah, you can purchase it from the website. Got to train your mind. Yes. Love you too, Jackie. Good morning. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas, Ashley. Do you ever talk about removing allergens for those whose weight is inflammation? Yeah, my anti-inflammatory diet helps. Do the 2-week anti-inflammatory diet. It's available. Link in the bio. Hey, Aqua, where does fat go? Is it burned? That is a great question. Where does fat go? When you burn fat, what does that mean? Like, where does it go? Do you think it comes out of your butt? I used to think fat left out of my butt. I used to think if I had a double chin, all I had to do was poop a lot and eventually I would not have a double chin. That's the stupidest thing ever. That is not true. When you burn fat, it comes out of your mouth. You could be breathing. You could be in a coma. You could be laying down sleeping all day. You're going to burn calories by just existing or breathing. 80% of the fat that is burned from your body comes out of your mouth or your nose. You exhale. If you lost 100 pounds, 50 pounds would come out of your mouth. 80 pounds would come out of your mouth if you lost 100 pounds. Yep. Burning. So when people say, oh, doing cardio burns fat, what they mean is like, if you do a lot of cardio, if you run a lot, what'll happen is you'll end up breathing hard. Breathing, exhaling. That's what they mean. It is not the act of running that is burning the calories. It is the fact that your heart rate is up and you're breathing out of control. That is what it is. It is not running as much as it is breathing. That's it. That's it. There's no secret to this shit. So 80% of the fat that leaves your body comes out of your mouth. You exhale it out. You don't have to run to do it either. You can lay down on the couch all Christmas. You can watch the kids from the couch, open up their gifts, and I swear to God, you burning calories, you burning fat. What about the other less than 20% of the fat in your body? Where does it come out of? Your pee-pee hole. You pee it out and you sweat it out. Pee and sweat. You know where it doesn't come out of? Your butt. Fat. This is fat. Double chin is fat. Arm fat is fat. Belly fat is fat. None of that will ever exit out of your booty hole. So you're wasting your time doing detox teas or laxatives. They just make you shit, and shit is not a double chin. Shit is not fat. It's just waste. Your friend had surgery to cut her stomach, and she still has a large stomach after 6 months. Yes, it's pointless. It just makes you lose weight, but weight loss is a combination of fat, water. So you'll notice that people who have weight loss surgery still are big. People who have lap band, people who've done Ozempic. Do you ever can you really pay attention to that for me? Next time you see someone talk about, oh, I lost 80 pounds in 3 months, are they still fat? Fat. Do they have a lot of body fat? It doesn't matter. Anybody can lose weight fast. Weight loss is very simple. Weight loss is simple. Just don't eat. Your favorite people are telling you, oh, lose weight in 3 months, lose weight in 2 months, lose weight overnight. Fine. And how do they have you lose weight? Starving. Literally, intermittent fasting for weight loss is just starving. So don't eat during the day, whatever. Don't eat carbs, starving. Do tons of cardio, starving. It's just forcing you into a calorie deficit. You're going to lose weight rapidly, but you're still going to be fat. Half a gallon of water. Think about that. Weight loss is a combination of losing water, fat, and muscle. So you could go from here, and you can have rapid weight loss, but you still technically a high body fat percentage. So what did it matter that you lost weight rapidly if you're still technically fat? Your body fat percentage is still high. Instead, you should go from here to here. You should go from here to here. That is losing fat. That is fat loss, not weight loss. You can have all the weight loss you want, just don't eat. Simple. Have surgery, get on Ozempic, intermittent fast, do keto. Do those things, you end up here with a bunch of weight loss, with a bunch of excess skin, with a bunch of saggy skin, with a bunch of cellulite. Fine by me. Or you could actually lose fat. Losing fat changes the way that you look. There's only 4 ways to change the way that your body looks. Gaining fat, losing fat, gaining muscle, losing muscle. 4 ways to change the way your body looks. 4 ways to change the way your body looks. Gaining fat. That changes the way your body looks. Losing fat. That changes the way your body looks. Losing muscle. The worst way to change the way your body looks. By far the most popular, because if you undereat or over cardio, you're going to lose muscle. And what is the 4th and final way to change the way your body looks? The best way. Gaining muscle. Gaining muscle changes the way your body looks. That's the best way to change the way your body looks. Simply building muscle helps you burn fat so you can shrink. Not collapse. I'm going to call my and see if they cover the Dex hands. Yes, Lou. Yes, thank you so much. Don't mute. That's what I'm going through right now. Yes, Baby King, you're always hungry. Get a sample meal plan, link in the bio. That's okay, Baby Kim, and you're here now. Up early teaching. Yes, Lisa, I'm getting ready to go see my family, so I want to jump on early. You did cardio for hours and hours. No weight. Yeah, Baby Kimi, losing a bunch of weight, meaning you're losing muscle, which means now you're flabby and saggy. You've worked hard in the gym, but you didn't work smart. On my plan, you only go to the gym 3 hours a day. 3 hours a week. 3 hours a week, 1 hour each session. You did intermittent fast and went down one size, was happy, but then I stopped and went up plus. Yes, Marsha. Yeah. Whatever you do to lose weight, you have to do it to keep it off. So if to lose weight, you decide to intermittent fast, but then you stop intermittent fasting, obviously because it's a stupid lifestyle. It's just stupid as hell. Like, how you not going to eat breakfast for the rest of your life? What happened when you go on a cruise? What happened when you in France and they got croissants, but you can't eat till 2 o'clock? The fuck? I want a croissant right now. So it's not made for long-term weight loss. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for saying that. Can the plans be used worldwide? Absolutely. I have people all over the world on the plans. Thank you, Taz. If you're 200 pounds, Skeleton Smiles, you're shredded. Tyler, yeah. Oh, well, if you're 200 and 130 pounds, no, you're not that shredded. Because that would mean you're like 70 pounds, 60 pounds of fat. What would put 60 pounds of fat? You'd be about 30% body fat or something like that. Or 50%. Come on, Tyler. That's not that shredded. Yeah, you're not that shredded. You're like 30% body fat. Do genes affect weight gain? Yes, they do not. I used to think I was big because my family was big. That's a lie. I was big because I eat the same food as my family. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Spiritual. You and your mom both same size. You and your mom both eat the same food. Tanya, let's keep it right there. Diabetes run in your family? Not running runs in your family. Don't nobody move their body around here. Everybody sit around the same table, have the same soul food, and then have the same health issues. We all eat the same thing. I thought I was going to get diabetes when I was younger because, my granddad's got it and it just runs in my family. No, the problem is don't nobody in this family run. Why don't somebody pick up a goddamn activity? Why don't somebody put down the damn plate? What she eat versus what you eat. Y'all eat the same thing? Yeah, y'all going to be the same. Hey, Hazzy, I'm talking about, you and someone who you're related to. How to stop overeating. Sample meal plan, link in the bio. Intermittent fasting, don't suggest it. I weigh 174. I just want to get toned and flatten my stomach. Get a sample meal plan, link in the bio. There is no such thing as getting toned. There are only 4 ways to change the way your body looks. Gaining fat, gaining muscle, losing muscle. There are the only 4 ways to change the way. Thank you, Optimistic. Gaining fat, gaining muscle, losing muscle. Toning means building muscle. But toning, there's no such thing, because most people say toning and they mean like, oh, thank you, Kimberly, picking up a 5-pound weight. Oh, I'm toning. I'm sculpting. Sculpting what? Toning what? There's only 4 ways to change the way your body looks. So when you talk about toning, you're actually referring to building muscle. Thank you, Kimberly. Building muscle. But women don't like to use that word. I swear to God, a man in like the 50s or the 60s must have made the word toning. He was in a boardroom and he said, women don't want to build. They want to tone. Call it toning. Call it toning. Call it toning. Building is too masculine. Call it toning. Now women say shit like, oh, girl, I lost weight. Now I need to tone. What does that mean? What does it mean when someone says, I lost weight? Weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. What does it mean when someone says, I lost weight? Weight loss. Have you ever said it? Should I lose weight first, then tone? I'll lose weight first, then tone. I lost weight. Now I need to tone. How many times have you heard it, Kimberly? Weight loss means you lost muscle. Loss of fat, water, muscle. Muscle, ding, 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 ding. So when someone says I lost weight, they mean I lost muscle. That's all I hear when somebody say weight loss. You lost muscle? What a waste of your time. What was the point? Losing muscle is the worst thing to do to your body. It's the worst way to change the way your body looks. It takes forever to put on muscle. I'm only going to put on 10 to 15 pounds of muscle this year, 2023. That's sick. I wish I could put on 100 pounds of muscle. As much muscle as possible, because the more muscle I put on, the more food I can eat. The more food I can eat without gaining weight. Muscle is gold. Muscle is the one thing you don't want to lose. But here you go losing a bunch of it because you lost weight. All right, so now that you've lost muscle, because that's all weight loss means. Weight loss means loss of muscle. Now you want to tone. Oh, I lost weight. Now I need to tone. I lost weight. Now I need to tone. What does toning mean? Building muscle. There's no such thing as toning. Toning is building muscle. There's only 4 ways to change the way your body looks. Gain fat, lose fat. Gain muscle, lose muscle. So the first thing you did was lose muscle. Now you talk about I need to tone, which means building muscle. Don't that sound counterproductive? If you lost muscle, now you need to go back and build muscle. That's very counterproductive to what you actually want to do. You lost it only to go back and build it. So what's the smarter thing to do? Don't lose it at all. Only focus on maintaining and building it so you don't lose it at all. Don't lose it at all. Thank you so much, Hassie. I appreciate you. Yeah, exhaling. Hey, Blue Strip. Not got me hyperventilating. No, don't do that. Thank you so much, Miss Diz. My Xmas Christmas day, chill out and have a beer and some food. Okay. Why aren't you breathing all creepy over there? I'd rather lose the slow and right. Yes. How do you lose fat? Sample meal plan, link in the bio. Enter your height, weight, age, and activity level. It'll tell you how many calories you should eat every single day in order to lose 1 pound a week. Get a sample meal plan based on that number. Use the discount code 40 now. Thank you so much, Libby. Muscles are the secret answer. Yes, they are. How can I gain muscle with Pilates and power yoga as a beginner? You can't. How can you do it? You can't. Collagen as a supplement, unnecessary, stupid. It does nothing with weight loss. Collagen has great benefits. When it comes to losing weight, absolutely no benefits. What collagen gonna do? Nothing. What is collagen supposed to do? Nothing. People put collagen in their drinks because this is my weight loss concoction. How? What is it? Is it an appetite suppressant? Okay, so it'll suppress your appetite so you don't eat so much. So you're in a calorie deficit. Well, shit, you could have did that on your own. What is collagen for? Nothing when it comes to this. Can you build muscle without going to the gym 6 times a week? Absolutely. This is how you build muscle, and Pilates ain't this. Don't lose me, you guys. This is how you build muscle. Building muscle is essential for changing the way your body looks. It is the most important way to change the way your body looks, and not enough of us know how to build muscle, especially women. Building muscle, when I'm talking about building muscle, I'm not talking about looking like this. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about looking like this. Building muscle. To look like this, you would have to be the LeBron James of muscle building. You don't even know how to dribble a basketball. So how the hell are you going to be LeBron James? When women think about building muscle, they think about being a big brolic. I don't know why. That's not what building muscle is. This is what building muscle gets you. Just a nice shape. That's all it is. A nice shape. So when I tell you to pick up a weight, that weight That's like thinking you're going to end up on Mount Everest if you take a step outside of your house. If you take a step onto your porch right now, it's freezing out there. Is that equivalent to you taking a step on Everest, the highest peak in the entire world? If you take a step outside of your house, you're not going to end up on the top of Mount Everest just because it's cold out there. Being on the top of Mount Everest would require so many levels of dedication, money, years of experience. Being on the top of Mount Everest, the highest peak of the world, you die before you get there. So that's just like thinking you're going to end up here. That's like thinking you're going to end up here if you pick up a weight. You never end up here, ever. So when we talk about building muscle, it ain't about turning into this. That's impossible for you. And honestly, the amount of work that it would require to get to this level of muscularity, you'll never be able to. You don't have the mental fortitude to get there. No shade, no tea, but you'll never be able to get there. The same way your ass will never get to Mount Everest. It's disrespectful when women think that building muscle, it turns into this. That is not what that is. What that is actually a lot of commitment and just levels of athleticism most of us will never achieve. So either way, this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about getting the muscle. Just getting a nice shape. That's it. Just a nice little shape. So keep it cute. How do you build a muscle? There are 4 steps to build a muscle. 4 steps to build a muscle. Stress, rest, recovery, adaptation. Stress, rest, recovery, adaptation. Stress, don't lose me. Stress is the first step to build a muscle. So somebody asked, can you build muscle in Pilates? No. I go to Pilates every single week. I've been going for 15 years. You ain't building that damn muscle in Pilates. While in theory, you can build muscle in Pilates. The answer, especially as a beginner, hell no. What about yoga? No. What about resistance bands? No. In theory, all of these work. In actuality, hell no. Because I want you to think about where you're starting from. I want you to think about where you're starting from. Can you do this with calisthenics? No. You're big. You can't pick yourself up. Let's be honest. I'm talking about myself as well. So can you, calisthenics is getting so popular. Who are people who are good at calisthenics? People who look like this. This bitch can do calisthenics. The Rock can do calisthenics. Terry Crews, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, boxers. A lot of boxers do calisthenics. Do you look like this? No. You ain't got no muscles. How the hell you gonna do calisthenics? You look like this. Shit, you look like this. Calisthenics would require you to be able to push yourself up, to do a full push-up, to do a full pull-up, to do a full squat. You can't even get below goddamn your knees. How you gonna do calisthenics to build a muscle? You can't. But what you can do to get to the levels of being able to get lean enough to do calisthenics is pick up a 5-pound weight. That is how you start. By being able to pick up a 10-pound weight, 15-pound weight, 30-pound weight, 50-pound. I don't want to pick up no 50-pound weight. Well, how the hell you think you're going to pick up your 300-pound body if you can't pick up a 50-pound weight? Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Yes, it makes sense. How could you pick up your body if you can't even pick up 25 pounds? You wouldn't be able to. So in the beginning of this process, we just focus on lifting weights because it's not practical to think that you're going to be able to lift your body at your beginning weight, at your weight. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So calisthenics, yoga, Pilates, resistance bands, running, Stairmaster, all of those are no. Resounding no's. The easiest way for a beginner to build a muscle, progressive overload. Progressive overload workouts. That's it. What is progressive overload? It's just picking up one heavy thing and then another heavy thing. It's a couple ways to do progressive overloads, but in my plans, it's about either picking up something heavy and then picking up something heavier after that, or picking up something heavy and then picking it up slower. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Picking it up slower, time under tension, or adding reps. So 3 ways to do progressive overload. 3 ways to do progressive overload. Heavy. Meaning pick up a 5-pound weight, then a 10-pound weight, then a 15-pound weight, then a 20-pound weight. That's just picking up heavy shit. Another way to do progressive overload, increasing your reps. Doing 5 reps, and then 10 reps, and then 15 reps, and then 20 reps. These are all ways to do progressive overload. What's another way to do progressive overload? Time under tension. That means telling you to do 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down. Time under tension. Those are all different ways to do progressive overload. It's the easiest way to build a muscle. So why do you need to build a muscle? For one, a bicep, you need to do biceps. You need to do biceps because you got auntie arms. You got big old auntie arms. They're full of fat. So as you lose fat, you need to build a muscle to hold up your arms so you're not left with a bunch of excess skin. So bicep curls off top, automatically you're doing a bicep curl. How do you do a bicep curl? You want to do a bicep curl by keeping your elbows close into your body. Do not swing the arm back. You ain't gonna build shit. This is all about tension, 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 tension. How to build a muscle is with stress. You have to stress your muscle in order to build it. So when you have the bicep curl straight close to your arm, pick it up. Do not rest it on your top of your arm. Do not swing it back below you. You don't want your arm to go behind your side. So pick it up, drop it down. Pick it up, drop it down. You want to keep the tension throughout the entire motion. So when you first start your plan, start off with a low weight, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 4 pounds, 5 pounds, whatever you have available. Let's say you start off with 5 pounds. You do 5 pounds. That shit is easy. That's easy work. Of course it is. It's 5 pounds. Duh. You should be able to do 5 pounds. Come on now. Or 2 pounds or whatever it is. But that first weight should feel like nothing because it is nothing. Those reps don't even count. Really, honestly, they don't even count. They really don't count. All right, what about the next one? Shit, pick up a 7.5 pound weight. 7.5 pound weight, you're starting to feel it a little bit, but it's really nothing that much going on. Stress. Now, I want you to think about that yoga class you was in, that toning and that sculpting class you was in. You didn't feel that weight at all. Now, what you might have felt when you picked up the 5 or the 7 pound weight in your class was that you was fatigued, because before that she had you fatiguing your arms. She had you with your arms up for like 30 minutes straight. So you feel the fatigue from a motion, but that's not stress. That's not stress in your muscle. That means you're not building a muscle. You're just fatigued. There's a difference there. So when you pick up the 7.5, okay, whatever. This shit is easy. I could do this all day. Yeah, that's why you about to put the 7.5 down. You've had enough. Do 15 reps. Good. They're fine. Bye. Pick up the 10 pound. At the 10 pound starts to feel a little bit heavier for you. Now, it don't matter what weight you're doing. No weight. Like, let's say if you're doing a little weight, the little weight shouldn't be so easy, and then the other weight to be so hard, meaning you got to like start jacking it up. You shouldn't do that. If you're doing that, the weight is too heavy. You should always focus on your form. Your form should be perfect from top to bottom. The only thing that'll happen as you're increasing weights is your form, you'll slow down. So at 5 pounds, you had a good little tempo with it. But when you put the 10 pounds on, what happens is involuntarily, not voluntary. Voluntary would be me trying to slow down the weight. But involuntarily, what happens with your muscles as the weight gets heavier or as more stress is put on you, involuntarily, your muscle will start slowing down. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. That is how you build a muscle. Involuntary reaction. So not voluntary, you trying to slow it down, but your muscle actually slowing down without you doing it. That is the muscle building. So as you do 7.5, total gym, you could just do free weights, but total gym is good. As you do the 10 pound weight, it's getting heavy. You're supposed to do 15 reps. Maybe the first 10 is pretty easy, but them last 5 is kind of on you right now. Those last 5 count. Now you did 15 with the 5 pound weight, 15 with the 7.5 weight, and 10 with the 10 pound weight. Them 40 reps really didn't even count. It was those last 5 reps that put you on your ass that you finally started to build a muscle. That is it. That's the muscle building right there. The first 40, that was just child's play. So that's why resistance bands really don't work, especially for beginners who don't understand. I'm almost finished, Papa. Especially for beginners who don't understand how to build muscle, because what you'll do with a resistance band is you'll do resistance band. It might take, you might do 40 reps with a resistance band. Cool. But like it might take 100 reps before you build a muscle with it, before you actually feel the stress. But since you're so tired from doing all of the reps with the resistance band, you'll never get to the threshold that's required to build the muscle. Does that make sense? That's why resistance band training really don't work, especially for beginners. It does work for people who understands how to incorporate it into their programming, but no, if you're a beginner, hell no. Just put the resistance band down. So after you do the 15s, after you do the 10 pound weight, take a break, pick up the 15s. Now pick up the 15s. The 15s should be on your ass from beginning to end. 15 should really pull it all out of you. And you might only even do 12 reps of the 15. That's stress. So count it up. In total, high key, you only really did 17 reps. Yes, you did 60 reps of different numbers, but shit, only 17 of those really counted, to be honest. To be honest, for a beginner, them first few really don't count. So them 17, those are the 17 that counts. Those. And what is happening inside your body? Your body freaking out right now. Your body thinks that you're trying to hurt it. Your body doesn't know you're trying to build a muscle. It's just like, yo, what the fuck is she up to again? She's always doing something stupid. She's always trying to hurt us. Your body thinks you're trying to hurt it. The same way when you cut yourself, your body creates a blood clot so it can stop you from bleeding. Or if you wrap something, rough, your body makes calluses. Your body's just trying to protect you. That's all a muscle is. So when you're picking up the heavy weight, your body is sending signals to the muscle. Bro, you need to grow and grow faster. You need to hurry up and grow. Hurry up and grow, because whatever she's doing is putting a lot of stress on us, and we need to protect her so she don't hurt herself. This works for men and women. I'm just saying her. All right, so stress is the first step to build a muscle. Now, stress is just the first step. If you do not do the other steps, you ain't gonna build a muscle. That's why you've been in the gym for hella long, but you ain't get no gains, because you don't do the other steps. Rest and recovery. Rest and recovery, steps 2 and 3, they go hand in hand. That pull is what counts. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Rest and recovery. You got to rest. Meaning, don't go to the gym 5-6 days a week. What are you doing in there? Calm down. Just go home. On the plan, you only go to the gym 3 times a week, 1 hour each session. I go to the gym 4 times a week, but that's just because I have different kind of programming. For a beginner, I would say 3 times a week, 1 hour each session. Fine. Rest. Take a goddamn break. Only do bicep curls like once a week. You don't have to keep doing them. Overdoing them will not help the muscle grow even more and even bigger and even faster. That's not how it works. Recovery. So a lot of people say, what about creatine? 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 Creatine is not good or bad. Nobody cares about it. I don't care about creatine. But what creatine is for people who, I would say, train 5-6 days a week, people who want to be in the gym, people who want to push heavy, and people who want to shorten their rest and their recovery time. It's just to get in the gym to do more faster. Pointless. Because you only need to be in the gym 3 times a week, 1 hour each session. So you're not trying to be in the gym 5-6 days a week. So you don't need creatine. It's not that creatine is good or bad. It doesn't matter what creatine is. It's just stupid because you don't need it. You just don't need it. Just take some rest. Go to the gym 1 hour each session 3 times a week. Recovery is in what you eat and how much you eat. Protein. So, right? When your body freaking out, when you was picking up the weight, your body was sending muscle fibers. It sending signals. Your body's like, oh shit, get down there. We got an attack. I don't know. Your body's just wilding out right now. So it's sending everything it has to these muscles. That's often why you'll get a blood pump. You'll see like you look really strong after you lift weights. That's a blood pump. It's a good indicator that you're working the correct areas, but that doesn't mean you built it. So once your body sends all of these signals down to your biceps, all it did was send the signals down to your bicep. Now you actually need to eat adequate protein to lock in. If we locked in, ain't no switching up, right? So you need to lock in. Protein is that building block to lock in to actually build that muscle. Protein is the building block to build it. So stress comes with building, rest comes with taking a break, recovery comes with eating adequate protein, following your meal plan, use the discount code 40 now, and adaptation is the last step to build a muscle. Adaptation. After you do all that shit, then you build a muscle. Then. That's why you only build 10 to 15 pounds of muscle for most people, 20 to 25 as a beginner, but for most people, 10 to 15 pounds of muscle every year, because it does really require all of this shit to do it. But it's worth it because you end up looking so good. But most people don't want to do that. They just want to do keto, and then they end up looking like this. I mean, go off. You can do keto, but I don't want to look like this. I already looked like that before. It looked like shit. I didn't like it. So I don't want you to look like that. Instead, I want you to actually look good. I want you to have a shape. I want you to increase your metabolism. I'm getting ready to finish up, you guys. So no, can you build muscle with Pilates? The answer is no. But it's because it requires this. You can build muscle a lot of ways, but this is the easiest. I appreciate, thank you so much, Mo. Thank you, BCH. Fuller, longer, yeah. Diabetic and obesity. Okay, thank you, guys. How to get muscle back after fast weight loss. You got to build muscle. Do these steps. Yes. How do you, okay. A lot of repeat. What is sculpting? What people think they mean when they say sculpting is like hypertrophy. It's like doing high reps, low weights. This is more so for like bodybuilders. It's more for bodybuilders, like detail work. If you're getting ready for a show, it doesn't build muscle. It just helps define them. So hypertrophy is what people actually are talking about when they're talking about toning and sculpting, but also that's not building muscle. How do you turn 174 pounds into muscle? You can't turn fat into muscle. You can only lose fat and build muscle. HIIT, high intensity training, nothing. HIIT is nothing. It is nothing. HIIT is nothing. HIIT is good for a beginner. HIIT is good for a beginner because you can learn how to get your heart rate up, which is important. Because when you start lifting weights, you really do have to have a good capacity as far as your cardiovascular system, so you can actually get through a weightlifting session. However, HIIT is really nothing. Like high intensity training, it's just fake. It's fake as fuck. It's just very fake. Why? A lot of people will say, "Oh, you need to do HIIT so you can trick." I told Jimmy this one day to get on his nerves. Jimmy Leach at the Fat Burning Coach. Jimmy Leach, he changed my life. I say this every time I say his name. He really changed my life. Gave me a metabolic test. Showed me how to have a healthy relationship with food. You can follow him on TikTok, the Fat Burning Coach. The Fat Burning Coach. So HIIT. A lot of people, especially bodybuilders, will be like, "Oh, HIIT, you could trick your body into losing weight. So you could trick your body into losing weight." There's no way to trick your body into losing weight. You can't trick a cellular process. There's no way to trick your body. So people use HIIT as a way to like switch it up, to trick their body to do something different. Your body ain't doing shit different. Ain't nothing going on. It's all about how many calories you burn. So HIIT, or high intensity interval training, is good because it breaks up the monotony of doing regular basic cardio, but it doesn't help you burn more calories. If you move your body more faster, you'll burn more calories. But even if you just did regular steady state cardio, you could burn the same amount of calories. It don't matter. You weigh 175, you want to lose 30 pounds by February by building. Tanya, that's a little aggressive, 30 pounds in 2 months, the right way, but you could do it 1 pound at a time. How do you prevent loose skin building muscle? I love Coco Jones. Calisthenics, I think I talked about that. Thank you so much, you guys. Let's get to 20,000 likes. I would truly appreciate that. Please, all you have to do is bop, 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 double tap the screen. It doesn't cost any money. She said, yeah, you can't. You can't. Mo Salah, if you don't sit your... I'm not reusing this live because I'm not reusing this live, you guys. I was just... Okay, sorry, you guys. Thank you. You just ordered several meal plans. I appreciate you, Beauty Within. Use the discount code 40 now. New here. Jojo, why? Jojo, I don't even know why you're talking to this person. Me? I'll look at somebody's profile picture before I respond back to them. Jojo, you wasting your time. Jojo has created such a healthy relationship with food. She's lost fat and built muscle. I use Jojo's photo a lot. Join the Facebook family. You can see losing fat. If you're stuck in a place where you think you're big because genetically you're big, you're just lost. You're lost. There's nothing I can do to help you. There's nothing I can do to help you. For 10 years, I thought I was big because my family was big, and I blamed them. Oh, and the reality was I only had one fat uncle, but I put all of my body weight on him. I was like, well, he big, so that's why I'm big. For 10 years, I sat on that lie. If you gonna sit on that lie, you can sit there, but then you'll still be big with him. Or you can get away from that lie. You can get away. Ain't nothing genetic about both of y'all being big other than both of y'all eat a lot. Yes, Hassie. Okay. Very good, great day. Your lives are lit. Thank you. I appreciate you, Maya. Okay, thank you, love. Thank you, Hassie. Stress, rest, recovery. Maya understands. Maya knows. Is it possible for your body to get used to movement? Get used to a movement? Okay, it's not about your body getting used to a movement. Like, let's say if you do, let's say I start working at Amazon right now. My first day at Amazon fucking holiday season. Amazon gonna have me running ragged. I'm gonna be working at Amazon. I'm gonna burn a damn 500 calories at Amazon my first day. Now, mind you, the watch is lying. The watch is not telling the truth how many calories you're burning. But either way, my first day at Amazon, I'm doing a lot of activity at Amazon. I'm burning a lot of calories. My first few months at Amazon, I'm losing weight. Like, I used to be this big when I came to Amazon. Now I'm this big. Okay, weight loss, combination of fat, muscle, and water. So it's not like it's going to look good. You just lose weight. But what happens after I've been working at Amazon for 2 months? 2 years. Nothing. After 2 years, this is just a part of my life. At 2 years, it's just how my body works. My body gets it changes how it burns calories because now it knows, hey, I have a very active job. That's all that changes. That's all that changes. So that's like if somebody tried to do my job. If you try to sit here every single day and talk for 5 hours at a TV, at a camera, you wouldn't be able to last 5 minutes talking as fast as I do, as much as I do. You couldn't. But if you do this long enough, shit, you'll be able to do it too. So if your body doesn't get used to things, but you stop burning as many calories as you used to when you first started. When you first started, you weren't as fine tuned. Then as you do it more and more and more, your body don't burn as many calories. Hey Tara, good morning. Thank you so much, Maya. Yeah, I'm here every single day. Thank you so much, Lou. Love you. Adaptation means your body adapts and it builds a muscle because you've stressed it. That's it. Merry Christmas. Thank you. All workouts should be high intensity. They don't have to be high intensity, but they can be. If you're a beginner, I don't want your workouts to be high intensity. I actually want them to be lazy as hell. I want you to walk 30 minutes a day, the slowest walk you can do. I want you to start off with the bare minimum amount of effort. Because I know as you begin to lose fat from eating less, you'll increase your effort. When Rodney first started this program, he was using a scooter in the grocery stores to get groceries. Now, 65 pounds down, he runs, he plays basketball. I didn't pressure him to run. I told him just walk, just walk. He trying to lose weight for skydiving. Yes. What's the best way? Get a sample meal plan. Link in the bio. You weigh 180. You weigh 89. You want to lose 20 kilograms. Link in the bio. I used to let my brother tell me I can't lose weight because I'm Haitian. Okay, Lou, you is Haitian. Okay, stop. I say, you can lose weight. I mean, that's silly. That's silly. I was watching 600-Pound Mom. It's an old lady. It was a lady from Haiti. She got stuck in Haiti after the earthquake, and they had to come. She couldn't get on any commercial flights to get out of Haiti, so they brought her to Miami. She was 600 plus pounds. She kept saying she didn't know how she gained weight. She didn't know how. She was lying. You can go watch old episodes on YouTube. My 600-pound mom, Haitian lady. It was so sad because obviously she died. Obviously she died. Obviously, how else was she gonna stay alive? Over 40% BMI, body mass index, your life expectancy drops 10 years. She was 600 pounds. She did not live long. And the entire time, people were trying to help her, but her kids kept giving her food. She's big. She can't get out of the bed. It's nothing a bitch who can't get out of the bed will tell me. If you can't get out of bed to get this food, I'm not bringing you this food. I'm closing the door because it ain't like you about to get up and open it. So they kept giving her food, and of course she died. Of course. She didn't die in an earthquake in Haiti, where so many people died. She died on her fucking bed from food. That episode frustrates me so much. It's a good episode, but god damn it. And then the kids felt so bad. Of course. Of course. Anywho, you guys. Thank you so much, Jack Jack. Good morning, Lynn. Lynn is in the room. Lynn has lost 70 plus pounds on the sample meal plan. She's not going to die in her bed. Oh my God, that makes me so sad. Okay, hey, user 102. Thank you so much. Okay, yes, we got to 20,000 likes. I appreciate you guys. My body used to move. Yeah. Okay, hey, lady. Thank you so much, Debbie. The food. It's just the food. It's just the food. That is it. It only be the food. If you can't lose your food, but that's just fat. You got to get a sample meal plan so you can lose fat. It's only the food. The hell, 98% of people who got type 2, who got diabetes got type 2. It's from the food you eat. It's only the food. Whether your mom got it or not, if you don't eat the same food she eating, if you don't become overweight like she has become, you don't get the diabetes. So it's your food. It's your food that you put into your mouth. That is crazy. Thank you so much, Deborah. What's wrong with diabetes? Bitch, you're not going to be able to see. You're not going to be able to walk on 2 feet. They're going to take one of them legs from you. That is crazy. Ain't nobody taking my leg, and that's that. Thank you so much, Dust Free. So on this holiday, on this Christmas, don't do that thing that you do all the time where you skip breakfast and you binge eat for dinner. Don't do that. Eat breakfast this morning. Try to eat breakfast with a little bit more protein in it. It'll keep you fuller longer. So more meat, more meat, more meat, more meat. Get a little bit fuller before you get to the dinner table. And don't do that thing tomorrow where you punish yourself by not eating at all. If your ass gonna make the decision to overeat tonight, don't try to reverse it and undereat tomorrow. Don't do it. You're wasting your time. That's more bad habits. Instead, just get a plan. We'll talk about it every day I'm here. But do not do that thing today where you starve, then binge, then beat yourself up. It's pointless. It is pointless. Merry Christmas, Philonda. It is pointless. Don't do it. My dad has heart issues because of the oils. He still eat the food with the oils. Yeah, it's so hard for the older generation to stop. It's so hard. Your dad lost his eyesight in one eye because of his diabetes, trying to save his other one. Ailey, it is so hard. It's because they don't know no better. You know, I got a friend girl. She called me crying. She got diabetes now. She's had weight loss surgery, and she back to her old eating habits because the not understanding that it's not just the sugar. It ain't just the salt. It's the fact that you in Wendy's drive through all the fucking time. It's the fact that you always getting Chinese food and crab legs, and it's all of the food, all of it, all of it, all of it, all of it. It's too much. How can you get more sculpted? You just gotta lose fat. It's not about getting more sculpted. You just gotta lose the fat to unveil it. Intermittent fasting, terrible. Thank you so much, JoJo. I love you. I thank you. Join the Facebook family, Tanya Harvey, Facebook family, Fine Fit Fitness. You'll see a ton of people in there, and keep joining these lives because that's not how it works. You just have to lose fat. It's very easy though, and not understanding how alcohol. Yes, it does. Calories in a surplus. Oh, I'm trying to tell my friends about you. They don't want to listen. That's okay, Lou, because when you keep transforming, they'll be on the bandwagon. I love you guys. Have an amazing Christmas, okay? If you see the live from yesterday, repost it, jump in, answer a question for someone, be helpful. I want to help people keep people on the right track this Christmas. Is there any way to tighten loose skin after pregnancy? Build muscle. Does this work for the stomach fat? Yes. Ditto. What JoJo said. Thank you so much, Tina. Love you. Thank you so much, Lou. Love you, love you, love you. Okay, have a good Christmas. Okay, Santa said I could open up my gifts after I get off live. I tried to open up my gifts before I got on live, but Miles said I had to wait. Okay, bye. Love you guys. Bye, 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 bye. I've been a good girl. No cold for me. No cold for me. Santa, where is Santa Claus? Love you guys. Bye. Santa. Santa. Santa.